Morning folks, I'm back out at Dad's and I'm going to be doing hopefully a short quick little video for one of my Tuesday shorter videos that I've been doing. I've decided, well, I'll show you what I'm doing, then I'll tell a little bit about what I've decided to do with some of these shorter videos. I got this lantern that my brother-in-law John went to a antique store and he started sending me photos of some lanterns that they had there. This was the only Coleman lantern. I picked up this lantern because I wanted this glass. I've got a Coleman lantern at home that should have that Coleman red letter glass in it that's got a made in Taiwan replacement. Now made in Taiwan replacement is one that I usually use for whenever I get one that doesn't have a glass and I just throw it in there to get it going. So I had him pick this up for me. It will turn. I figured that was rusted on there. I had him pick this up for me and I'm going to part it out because I could use that glass. And we have another lantern that's supposed to have the big hat top on it. And in the pictures I didn't see that this big hat was quite as crusty as it is. So I don't really know if that's even gonna be any better. We got a big hat lantern that's just got a small hat on it now, but it's got the big hat bail, so the bail looks funny with the smaller top on it. But anyhow, when I got this here, I mean, it's rough. It is in rough shape. It's rusty. The pump's gone. It's got a newer fuel cap, but when I got it here and got looking, I tipped it and fuel ran out because the check valve, somebody's been in there and tried to take the check valve out with a screwdriver and there's no, it's brass, so it's all stripped out. So it'd have to be drilled out and replaced, maybe get an easy out in there or something. But I got looking at the rest of it, and for one thing, it was leaking fuel out of there, so I pulled the cap off and it's clear, full of fuel that smells like Coleman fuel. The knob turns.
That's worth $10.
Tip cleaner turns. It's full of spider webs. The mantles are old Instaclips and they're not broken really, but one of them's got some parts missing at the top, clear up where it fastens on. But I thought, could I just thread a needle out of a pump in here, put my Amish fuel cap on here, put a little bit of pressure in it, and fire it up. I don't even really need to take the top off because I'm not going to pull the generator out or anything. I just pulled the top off because I wanted to see how bad that really is, and it's not good. It wasn't good news once I got it off there to look at it, but literally all I'm going to do is I've got some spare parts and I know I've got a stem that'll thread down in there so that it can't leak fuel out through the check valve. Throw an Amish fuel cap on it. Put about 30 or 35 pounds of pressure in it and see if this thing will light. Alright, I found a stem that we can thread down in there that's got the larger size threads. So we can close that off so that no air can leak back out of there. Dad's trying to talk me into saving it already, but...
Oh yeah, I like it. It just needs a little love.
Then I just end up with another lantern that I can't bear to tear apart. And I still don't have the parts that I want for the other ones. So I just threaded that in there. Usually when you turn your pump in all the way, it seats that. So now no fuel can leak out through there.
Get your little air.
I'm gonna put my Amish fuel cap on it. It is clear full of fuel, and the fuel smells good. It is, I don't know if it's Coleman brand, but it's white gas.
Oh, good.
We'll let the compressor run and then we'll turn this back on. Okay, the compressor's done running. I got my Amish fuel cap here. We'll get the air regulator and the air chuck, and we're gonna just put some air pressure in here and just see if it'll light. Have done nothing to it other than I took the top off, put it back on. There's still spider webs with chunks of stuff stuck in them hanging inside of it. But I thought it's already full of fuel. I should see if this thing would just light up.
There's really no other way to get that fuel out, is there?
Not that I know of.
Oh.
I looked yesterday. It's 1963. What was it? It's a May of 63. Well, let's put a little pressure in it.
See what happens.
I knew it was earlier in the 60s because it's still got the embossed, like stamped into the side too, even though it did have a sticker on it. The sticker's gone. The later ones only had a sticker. The earlier ones still had embossed in it too, like the ones from the 50s. I think it said 228F and the ones from the 50s are 228E. Now let's check the pressure. It's set at about, we'll put 30 PSI in it and see what it does. It's not spraying fuel out there, so that is holding where I threaded that needle in there. Let's see if this thing will literally just light with the fuel and the mantles that were in it after setting for who knows how long. It's had to set somewhere for a long time. This top is rusty. These arms are rusty as hell. It had to have set somewhere for a long time. So let's see if it passes any air when I open up the valve. Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, I hear it.
Tip cleaner does nothing. So it doesn't do anything when I turn the tip cleaner.
There she goes.
Would you look at that?
Ah. Gotta get hot. There she goes.
Would you look at that?
That's fine. Not too good to tear apart.
Dad's trying to convince me to save it, even though I said this is a parts lantern. I'm not gonna save this one. It's flaming outside the mantles a little bit, but the gas smelled like really old Coleman gas. Like it's been in here for a long,
And we can't clean the
long time. And yeah, you can't turn the tip cleaner on it.
We might have to fix that.
But by God, it did come right to life. It's calming down now and not burning outside those mantles quite as much. It's kind of burning like the air tube is plugged up, which wouldn't surprise me. There was spider webs inside the glass when I lit it. But it did come right to life. That's pretty cool. I think I will take it home with me and I will light it tonight and try to burn as much of the fuel as I can out of it tonight. Give it one more good running before we... Yeah, it is still burning outside the mantles pretty bad. There's flames, I don't know if the camera can see it, but coming clear up into the top of the lantern up there. But by God, it did spring right to life with the fuel that was in it after setting for who knows how many years. A long, long time. For it to be that rusty, it's been sitting for a long, long time.
Out there, rusty here too.
Yeah, it's really rusty around the top. Okay, furnace got done running, so it's not so loud in here. I don't think I ever finished my thought at the beginning of this video where I was telling you, these shorter videos that I'm going to put out on Tuesday, they're the things that I don't... It's only going to be a 5 to maybe 8 or 10 minutes video at the most. And I've got lots of things that I've wanted to make a video out of, but I know that they wouldn't make at least a 20-minute video, so I've not done it. So that's why I've decided to start putting out some of these shorter videos on Tuesday. It probably won't be every week. I'll probably hit every week for a few weeks here because I've got a few things built up already that I wanted to do. But that's kind of my thought behind doing these videos on Tuesday, is I can get some of these things. Will only make a 5 to maybe 8 or 10 minute video at best. Now, Dad's sitting over here on and on about what we need to do with this lantern that I was going to part out. So I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If I get 20 people in the comments that say to fix this lantern, then we'll take it apart. I've got generators that'll fit in there. I've got all the parts we would need to put this back together. I'm not going to buy a different vent for it. But if you guys want to see me take this apart, I could tear it down, replace the parts that it needs, scuff it down a little bit, and just give it a spritz of green paint, put it all back together. If I get at least 20 people saying fix it up, I'll fix it back up enough to be a usable lantern. If I don't, then we're going to part it out. Thanks for watching, folks. Please hit the like and subscribe button. If you like the videos we're putting out and you want to help support our channel, the best thing you can do is just let those ads play when they come up. Come on back next week, folks. We'll have a video of something here for you to watch. Thanks for watching.